Yes, great morning to everyone. Yeah, this is Sanjay Mirgal. I'm a principal trainer and auditor, especially into the IATF 16949, VDI 6.3, Six Sigma, and PPM. Today, we are going to discuss some strategies how we can improve the existing quality management system that may be the either ISO series or IATF and VDS series as well. So let us have that discussion one by one. First of all, to improve the existing automotive standards quality management system as an organization, as a team, I should have some strategies. That strategies may lead you for the great improvement in the quality management system. Second one, you should have the good competencies of the internal auditors. We have seen in the industry that in the many industry they doesn't have the competent internal auditors, and hence it's a lapses of capturing the gaps between the required meant as per the standard as well as what exactly they are practicing presently. So a lot of gaps are available here, but because of the incompetency of the internal auditor, they are not able to capture those gaps, and it leads to the hand in the hands of the customers or in the hands of the certification bodies auditor. So my strong recommendation is that in the organization there should be some dedicated internal auditor and competent team to have the internal auditing process. Definitely, over a period of MRM activity, instead of doing this MRM in a one or two meeting, all this requirement of the clauses, all this requirement of the standard has to be spread over a period of 12 months. And in every MRM, some critical parameters, some critical clauses requirement has to be discussed. So there has to be always rhythm over a period of every time. Very important thing is that we have seen that the training plan normally they are capturing the skill related training, but in some cases technical trainings are missing, and hence the great input to any organization or industry is that they have to have the technical training plan as well, so that there has to be some improvement as far as the understanding is concerned and then implementation is concerned. uh, as a part of the good systems, good behavior, good culture of the organization, every aspect and every process owner should have the daily work management system, and in that there has to be some reserve time for the system compliance as well. So instead of having the firefighting on the system compliance, there has to be some planned base, and this plan has to be the part of the DWM. Very important thing is that wherever possible in the appraisal system, in the appraisal process, all the system compliance ratings and consideration has to be captured, so that there will be some balancing of what the work they are doing as far as the day-to-day is concerned, system is concerned. Very important thing is that have a great culture like motivation, some award ceremony related to the best auditor and best auditing. It also helps to the organizations to improve more. I normally insist that in even auditing process as well, instead of completing this annual audit in a two or three different segment, all this requirement of the standard has to be spread over a period of every month, and there has to be always culture of conducting the internal auditing process by the qualified auditor over a period of a year. That may be split up in a month basis. In a month we can have one or two critical process to be audited, and so on. Every month there has to be some culture of getting this audit process. I normally understand, and I normally mention to the organization saying that whenever we are into the any compliance of the standard, understanding of the standard, followed by the implementation of the standard, demonstration of the standard, sustenance of the standard, and followed by the improvements. These pillars are very, very important. So this pillar has to be considered at the time of the improving the existing quality management system. Start implementing every day instead of cumulative at the time of the either customer audit or by the certification audit. Every day, every week, every month, every quarter, there has some allocated time for the system implementation as well as the compliance. In fact, I will say that it should be the part of your daily work management system, and it will definitely serve to the individual, to the team, to the organization, and ultimately getting the great customer satisfaction. Wherever possible and wherever the critical processes are there, it has to be audited if required by the external auditor. The third eye is always greater, and this third eye will give a lot of inputs to you, so that based on this input, you can have the identification of the gap against the requirement and actual, and probably will be able to identify the real cause, so that it will be not into the hands of the customer auditor as well as the certification auditor process. After that, very important thing is that, and in some area, this is a missing point is that to having the sustenance and the improvement, there has to be frequent real management review meetings, and it has to be conducted by the top management. Some allocated time has to be there. Maybe every month there has to be at least minimum 4 hours to be reviewed based on the all standards requirement. In that, each and every process owners will present their quality management system performance, and wherever possible, management can be allocated for the resources if required by the process owner. And yes, definitely, what are the things to be done for the further improvement? So all this has to be really reviewed under the monitoring and controlling of the top management. And last but not least, celebration with the team is also very important. Unless and otherwise we are not celebrating, we are not appreciating with the team, definitely it will not be able to help maybe in the further coming days. So celebration with the team is also very important aspect. So with that, my feeling is that if you can consider this all point, whatever we had a discussion, definitely there should not be any problem as far as the customer audit is concerned and as far as the certification audit is concerned. And that's the thing from my side for this day. Thanks very much to each and everyone for the great listening, and hope it will be helpful to you in the day-to-day activity. And thanks once again. This is Sanjay Mergal signing off here. Whenever you require any support, we will be there. Please reach there. And till that time, bye bye, and thank you very much.